What's good, China boys? That was again back in the building, and today, I'm talking about uh, a creator I enjoy watching. Right, Caleb Hammer. Right, you seen the title? That's why you clicked on the video, right? I like financial audit. Right, it's helped me with my finances. Yeah, I think the general basis of the show is like pretty cool for for what it is. Right, um But I do understand there's a lot of people out there who don't like Caleb for multiple different reasons, right? Today, I just seen this video of I'm gonna mention your name again, bro. Scott Schaefer. Do you know who Scott Schaefer is? He's the one YouTuber I have beef with on this platform, honestly, bro. The day you fall off, I'm going to make a video and laugh at you, bro. I really, 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 really do not like you, bro. Hate, you're not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I gotta care somewhat to hate you. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate you, bro. I just, uh, I just don't, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like anything I say, like, it might be construed as hate, right? Just watch this video about him, moaning, complaining about, Caleb Hammer in multiple different ways, right? Let's see your video. Let's not see your video. You'll never see me react to another Scott Schaefer video on this channel, bro. Number one, not for real. Um, in the video, right? Caleb Hammer made some stupid, excuse me, some stupid jokes about an underage boy. Pedophilic jokes. I've said it on this channel before. I don't condone those jokes. You know what I'm saying? But then again, right? He's an internet personality, right? Who surprisingly has more, public interactions than a lot of the people who even watch him, right? Surprisingly. So that ain't cool, right? I really don't like that, you know what I'm saying? And he needs to clean up that type of behavior from himself, you know what I'm saying? Another one of the things that Sky was moaning about in his video was the way he treats his employees, Brandon in particular. Even on like on the channel, him and Brandon have like this king and jester type relationship, right? Where Caleb being king, Brandon being the jester. Like Caleb is always making jokes about Brandon, man whore, things along those natures, right? Scott made a whole part of the video about him going in and chat and as a joke, friends do this. Like there are plenty of people in the world who got friends who would just be in your chat and be like, yeah, like he likes little boys. You know what I'm saying? I've joked around like that with my friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like he was like 17. I'm like, yeah, he you know what I'm saying? Get him a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like, I ain't gay. I'm just playing. You know, jokes. You know what I'm saying? He did it on a public platform. And he ended up getting banned for those comments, right? He was like in his Twitch chat, in Brandon's Twitch chat, saying stuff like that. All right, another valid thing to moan and bitch about Scott. Uh, I don't even want to pull up your channel. You honestly do disgust me. This is a Caleb Hammer video, but this is a Scott Schaefer video too, bro. I'm making another video about you 2 years later, just to let you know that like the day you fall will be my happiest day on earth, bro. Another thing was the video above this from Omeezy. Another guy I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? About him making fun about this, this gay guy who was doing OnlyFans. He was trashing him, being dumb, in general, really being dumb. and I'm not saying this as an admission. I'm like, oh, he didn't know what he's doing. No, he knew what he was doing, right? He's online. He knows how you people act. Like, people online are extremely sensitive. Like, you really can't make jokes about a lot of things online. Him doing so is kind of insane. And him getting the backlash he did was 100%. 100% warranted, bro. You don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But let me clear this up first, right? You never have to do anything except for pay taxes and die, right? You didn't have to make OnlyFans. Please, don't say that. There is other ways of making money. You didn't have to do it. You wanted to do it. It was an easy choice to make. That is your decision. You didn't have to make it. No gun to your head was being placed for you to make the content you did. 1. 2. Again, Caleb going off the way he did on that man, totally unwarranted, and the backlash he got was totally warranted. I am 100% with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't make jokes and you don't attack people like that unless you want something, or unless you want a storm coming your way. You know what I'm saying? It's very stupid. Another thing, Scott Schaefer was moaning about in his video, was this, this really did solidify, I enjoy watching financial audit, right? I don't subscribe, I don't give this rich guy my money, right? He pays hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes, bro. You're not touching my money. I'll put it to you like that. Apparently, I'm not sure how true this is, right? But apparently, Caleb had roommates, and the day he was supposed to leave, one day when one of his roommates, was supposed to be gone for a few days, right? And he left his dog there, right? Okay, you take a trip without your dog, knowing that, your roommate is leaving in 12 hours from you taking that trip. Okay. As a roommate, I'm not obligated to watch your dog, right? It's your dog. You the one pay for that dog. It's your dog. That dog don't come with me. I may love that dog, but if I'm supposed to be gone a day, I'm not gonna spend another 4 days to wait on you to get back to take care of your dog. Unless we're cool like that, unless we have that understanding and we make that agreement. I'm not just going to be expected to take care of your dog because you don't want to. Okay? Let's get that out the way. So, Caleb left his dog there for however many days. The owner comes back. The dog is laying in its own piss, its own dookie. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't taken care of. Okay. You don't blame that on Caleb because you knew Caleb was going to be gone, right? You don't do that. But what you don't do is, and honestly, bro, you are very disgusting for this. Like, me and you, honestly, bro, I would never, be caught dead and, being in, a living situation. I can't be in a living situation with people like this, right? Valid reason for Scott Schaefer to moan and whine and complain about you, honestly. Apparently this guy, right, he leaves. He's not there anymore. He doesn't reside in that address anymore. And what does he do? He goes in his bathroom and smears dookie all over the shower wall before he leaves. For what? For what? What drives you to that point where you do something like that? Sure, there are reasons. There could be a valid reason. Maybe this roommate did something just about as equally as dirty as that. You wouldn't catch me doing it. I'm too fat and black to do that. I would be called a monkey for the rest of my life, and I would have had it coming. Right? But honestly, like, you doing that is something, you know, that's being like, I don't even want to like know you exist anymore after that. I don't hate you, bro. But I'm not going to be excited for your wins, right? I'm not going to be, excited that you made it. Honestly, I don't even want to know that you're breathing. You don't exist to me anymore, and I would never clean that up, right? Roommate went to the owners like, I'm not cleaning this up. Understandably so. The cleaners was like, yeah, this is one of the most nastiest things we've ever seen. Dookie on the wall being the nastiest thing you ever seen. I just left my warehouse job. I was there for 2.5 years, right? There was dookie on the stalls from those nasty pieces of garbage, and I still want to know, man. And it was multiple times, right? People do that in public, and it's disgusting. You doing that in your personal living quarters? I mean, again, maybe I've seen it too many times. Maybe I know that people are really disgusting like that who actually do that. They will have dookie on their fingers and rub it on the wall. You nasty piece of, and somebody out there, one of you watching this video do that, and y'all nasty too. Y'all right there with Caleb. Nasty thing. You probably don't even wash your hands after you get done in the bathroom, freak. But yeah, understandable. I would have crashed out. Honestly, I would have caught Caleb where he was living, and had him go clean it up. There's no way. The building got cleaners. They pay cleaners to clean things up. But buddy, don't worry about it. I'll handle it. Caleb would have got his nasty ass back in there and would have got the scrubbing. I guarantee that one. I guarantee it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear nothing about lawsuits, or jail time, buddy. You're gonna clean up your mess, and we gonna make sure of it. But yeah, understandable, nasty, disgusting. But this was a 20-minute video. I didn't watch. It says that I got through that much, bro. I watched your video on 2x speed and gave it a dislike, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I know Scott. He's a professional whiner and complainer. So if I wanted to know what people who don't like Caleb, what they sound, what they look like, I just had to watch his video. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? But he made another video with Brent Davey. This is a guy who was on financial audit 3 different times. He has an insufferable attitude, right? Caleb, he has an attitude where if you're not his friend and you hear him talk, he is ridiculous, right? If you watch financial audit, those people are, let's be real, those people are getting bullied. Like, let's be real. Like, they can fight back if they want to, if they can. If they're equipped to fight back, they can. But for the most part, like, they get on that show, and Caleb has made it to where his personality is the content. You know what I'm saying? He is rude and mean to these people. For sure. That's who he is. He's never lied to you to be like he's some kind of good human being. Scott Schaefer. You know what I'm saying? He's never lied to people and, to try to get them to, like a side to him that isn't real. You know what I'm saying? The Caleb Hammer you see on financial audit, you can tell with some people. You know what I'm saying? He's not an actor, right? He looks at people's finances and tell them that they're doing bad because they are. And for content. You know what I'm saying? That's his business, right? I'm not gonna say he does it for a living, because when you get to that, like, tax bracket, when you get to his tax bracket, there's like a lot of things, like, you're not depending on one source of income. You got multiple sources of income coming your way. So I can't say that he depends on financial audit, but his Employees surely do, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they depend on financial audit, you know what I'm saying? They work on financial audit, right? Um, but yeah, this guy Brent Davey is suing Caleb Hammer. I didn't watch the video, you know. Scott, I can only handle you at double speed for one video once a year, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the end of 2025. This is the one. I watched your video. You know, give me like another two, and I'll recharge. Trust. Um, but yeah, Brent Davey, another character who has been on financial audit now for three times, right? 3 years in a row, right? He got on financial audit, and he showed the world his ass, bro. He's worse. He's just as bad as Caleb, maybe worse, because like you're on his show. You know what I'm saying? He's not on your show. You came to him for his help. You see what I'm saying? Um, and I wish Brent the best. No hard feelings for the guy, right? I don't know him. He doesn't know me, right? I can't be like, I don't like him, or I don't like him. I hate that guy, right? You know, you'll never hear me say something like that about somebody, somebody like Brent, right? Just another guy. But Brent isn't an actor either, right? Brent Davey is not an actor. Uh, Thankfully, with new people who do a financial audit, they got fake names, and we don't know their real name, right? We know Brent Davey, we know his name. People who watch financial audit know of this guy, right? He has an insufferable attitude towards life. He is, um, honestly, bro, he's the embodiment of what people argue, like who people argue with on Reddit. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's a Reddit mod. He's in the comments arguing with you about the most insignificant things, and he's like blowing it up to the biggest deal possible. You know what I'm saying? He's like that type of guy. Suing Caleb Hammer for whatever reason. Maybe Caleb didn't pay him or whatever. I'm not watching another Scott Schaefer video. Maybe somebody in the comments of this video is gonna enlighten me, right? Um, but yeah, those are some of the Caleb controversies, right? Again, let me say this for the people in the back. Caleb is not the best person in the world. Honestly, Caleb is probably the most average guy out there. Meaning that, one out of every three dudes you walk past on the street, it's probably another Caleb Hammer who just doesn't do financial audit. You know what I'm saying? Another guy who takes dumps in public stalls and doesn't wash their hands, who they might miss with the paper, with the toilet paper, and they might dig in their butt a little bit and get some brown stuff in their fingers and wipe it and smear it on the wall. A lot of y'all are out there, and it ain't just guys. I know it, bro. It's not just guys. It's a people problem. It's women out there too. But I'm a guy. I only see guys do this. You nasty freaks. Man, boy, Caleb got one time, man. Whew, I'm calling that nigga out immediately, bro. There ain't no way in the world, a man was wiping dookie on the wall gonna yell at me over nothing, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. But at the same time, I'm not gonna be, caught dead on that man's channel. You know what I'm saying? To be on financial audit, honestly, bro, you got to be really dumb with your money. You know what I'm saying? In some cases, there are people who are put in bad positions financially, right? And they end up with a lot of bad debt, right? With valid reasons to be in bad debt. Very few of you right? The vast majority of you are actually stupid with your money. Like, really dumb with your money. But, enough financial audit talk. We're going into 2026. Maybe I got one more video before 2025 rolls out. Maybe I'll put up a video tomorrow. But today, we're done talking about Caleb Hammer. Scott Schaefer, bro. Again, bro. The day you fall off, oh, buddy, I'll be there. I'm not in your snark communities. I'm not too much, online like that. Honestly, bro, I'm kind of an old man with this internet stuff, honestly. But, buddy, I'm going to check in on you like once a year, bro. And the day I pass you up, right, it's going to be a real big celebration. I promise you that, bro. But with that being said, man, yeah, man, Caleb, bro, you got to do better, right? Financial Audit is a great show. You do a very good thing on Financial Audit. In principle. In execution, you're a douchebag. They sign up for you to be a douchebag, but it don't change the fact that you are one. And if you want longevity on the internet, and if you don't want to be hated by the left as much as you are, because let's be real, the left really does not like this guy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want problems with them, change who you are. Real big acts, but maybe you could do it. That being said, man, I'm out, man. Hope y'all have a good day. Peace out.